Christopher Lau, the former budget undersecretary tagged in the Pharmally mess, was arrested in Davao City over alleged graft, according to the Philippine National Police. Lau was nabbed by PNP's Criminal Investigation and Detection Group on Wednesday, September 18, in Barangay 18B, Obrero, through a Sandigan Bayan 1st Division's arrest warrant dated September 12. Lau was detained at CIDG's Regional Forensic Unit 11 in Davao City. Sandigan Bayan 1st Division Chair Maria Teresa Mendoza Arcega issued the warrant against Lau for alleged violation of Section 3 of Republic Act 3019 or the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act. The bail was set at 90,000 pesos. Ombudsman Samuel Martires previously said his office filed a graft case against Lau and former Department of Health Chief Francisco Duga III in the Sandigan Bayan in August. The Office of the Ombudsman earlier found probable cause to hold Duque and Lau liable for graft for failing to fulfill the requirements to tap the procurement service of the Department of Budget and Management for purchase of medical supplies on behalf of DOH for a 4% service fee. Pharmally was a months-old company with a paid-up capital of only 625,000 pesos when the COVID-19 pandemic broke out. It bagged 11 billion pesos worth of contracts to provide various medical supplies such as test kits, face shields, and personal protective equipment to the DOH, becoming the biggest single pandemic medical supplier who won such a government deal. Former Philippine National Police Chiefs Rodolfo Azurin Jr. and Benjamin Accordo Jr. dared a former military intelligence official to identify the top cop who allegedly received bribes from dismissed Bamban Mayor Alice Guo. In a statement, Azurin denied that he was the one being pertained to by Pagcor Senior Vice President Raul Villanueva, who said that a former PNP chief allegedly received bribes from Guo in connection with her escape. Guo, who is under investigation for alleged ties to Philippine offshore gaming operators, fled the country on July 18 and was arrested in Jakarta, Indonesia on September 4. Azurin dared Villanueva to name the said PNP chief as he urged incumbent National Police Chief General Romel Marbil to file charges against the Pagcor official if he failed to do so. Accordo, for his part, also dared Villanueva to identify the PNP official, believing that the integrity of former PNP chiefs were at stake. He added that Villanueva's statement was sweeping and might be unfair for those who were innocent. Senator Bato de la Rosa had also denied that he was the former PNP chief being implicated. In a Senate hearing on Tuesday, September 17, Villanueva said they have heard rumors in the intelligence community that a former police chief allegedly received a bribe to help Guo and her siblings escape the country, despite being under an immigration lookout bulletin. But Villanueva, a retired army general, admitted that they have yet to independently verify the intelligence information. Vice President Sara Duterte believes the new House of Representatives hearing on the Office of the Vice President's budget utilization just intends to dissuade people from voting for her in 2028. At a House panel hearing on Wednesday, September 18, Duterte said the topic of the discussion is supposedly aimed at discrediting her name and preventing future political contests.
What we are witnessing now is no ordinary legislative inquiry. This exercise is a well-funded and coordinated political attack. This much is evident from the very words of the privileged speech that prompted this inquiry. A speech that simply meant to say, do not vote for Sara on 2028. It is clear to me that this inquiry is not about misused funds, accountability, or governance. Instead, it is solely aimed at discrediting my name and my office to prevent future political contests.
The House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability convened to discuss the privileged speech of Manila's 2nd District Representative Rolando Valeriano on September 3, when he asked the OVP to show proof that its socio-economic programs were delivered. According to the lawmaker, the socio-economic programs were reportedly limited within the National Capital Region from 2023 to 2025, with over 900,000 beneficiaries. However, Valeriano said it cannot be ascertained if the beneficiaries are real people and not ghost beneficiaries. Duterte maintained that she decided to attend the hearing as representative of the OVP because they believe they have done nothing wrong, adding that accusations and other issues should be proven first in the courts.
We have not done anything wrong. There is no misuse of funds. If there are audit findings, we shall gladly respond to them before the Commission on Audit. And if there are legitimate cases to be filed, then we shall gladly respond to them before the appropriate courts.
The OVP and Duterte are being criticized for the utilization of their budget, as past hearings of the House Committee on Appropriations revealed different issues, like the confidential funds usage in 2022 and 2023. The Commission on Audit handed out a notice of disallowance against 73.2 million pesos of the OVP's 125 million peso confidential fund for 2022. Several lawmakers said this item should not be available in the first place, as the original budget crafted under former Vice President Leni Robredo did not have this allocation. Solons also blasted Duterte for skipping the budget deliberations of the OVP on September 10, the second round of discussions as talks were deferred on August 27. The Department of Justice has filed a qualified human trafficking case against dismissed Bamban Mayor Alice Guo and several others. The complaint was filed before the Pasig City Regional Trial Court on Wednesday, September 18. Among the respondents were Wang Jiyang, Jiang Rujin, Bao Yinglin, and Guo's alleged business partners. Huang, Zhang, and Bao Ying were allegedly connected to property developer Baofu Land Development Inc., which leased its land to a Philippine offshore gaming operator in Bamban, Tarlac. Guo and the others were charged with violation of Republic Act No. 9208, known as the Anti-Trafficking in Persons Act of 2003, as amended by the Expanded Anti-Trafficking in Persons Act of 2012 and the Expanded Anti-Trafficking in Persons Act of 2022. The Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission and Philippine National Police Criminal Investigation and Detection Group filed a complaint against Guo and others in June. The complaint was submitted for resolution on August 6, but the camp of Guo filed a motion to reopen the investigation and admit her counter-affidavit 10 days later. Attorney Elmer Galicia's notarization of the counter-affidavit on August 14 raised questions as Guo had already left the country in July. The motion was refiled on September 6. In a Senate hearing on Monday, September 16, Guo admitted to signing the last page of her counter-affidavit for her human trafficking complaint before she escaped the country. The Valenzuela court ordered dismissed Bamban Mayor Alice Guo to appear in the House of Representatives, according to the Philippine National Police. PNP spokesperson Colonel Jean Fajardo said the city's regional trial court approved Guo's appearance at the House Quad Committee's hearing on Philippine offshore gaming operators this September 19. Guo, who is currently detained at the PNP Custodial Center, cannot be brought to the House without prior court approval. Since her arrest, Guo has appeared at the Senate hearings on September 9 and September 17. Capas Tarlac RTC Branch 109 served a warrant of arrest against Guo on September 5 over her alleged violation of the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act. Her graft case was then transferred to the Valenzuela City RTC, as the Tarlac court has no jurisdiction over the dismissed mayor's case. The Tarlac court set her bail at 180,000 pesos, but Guo has not posted bail so far, resulting in continuous police custody. Guo left the country on July 18 and was arrested in Jakarta, Indonesia on September 4. The dismissed mayor has been the subject of scrutiny over her alleged ties to a raided Bamban Pogo hub. Amid China's continued aggression in the West Philippine Sea, the Department of Foreign Affairs plans to file a resolution before the United Nations General Assembly to address the ongoing tensions between Manila and Beijing. During the House of Representatives plenary deliberations on the 2025 General Appropriations Bill, Nueva Ecija 2nd District Representative Joseph Gilbert Violago said the DFA plans to file a resolution with the UN General Assembly on the Philippines' territorial claim in the West Philippine Sea. OFW Party List Representative Marisa Magsino asked Violago about this recommendation as he was defending the DFA's proposed 27 billion peso budget for next year.
Ang DFA po ay may plano talagang mag-file ng resolution with the UN General Assembly on the Philippines' territorial claims in the West Philippine Sea. The recommendation to file a particular resolution with the United Nations General Assembly would have to be subject to necessity and prudence. The Department appreciates the recommendation and continues to study its implication.
Violago pointed out that the DFA maintains its view that the UN General Assembly is the venue for decisions on human development issues that concern the conditions faced by humanity as a whole. He added that the international body is not the venue for political debates. On behalf of President Bongbong Marcos, Foreign Secretary Enrique Manalo will represent the Philippines in the UN General Assembly in New York this September. In June, ACT-CIS Party List Representative Erwin Tulfo urged the DFA to sponsor a resolution before the UNGA that would eventually allow the international body to intervene in the West Philippine Sea dispute. China's continued aggression in the region is based on its assertion of sovereignty over almost the entire South China Sea, including most of the West Philippine Sea. Beijing continues to reject the July 2016 arbitral award, which effectively dismissed its claims and ruled in favor of Manila. Plane fares will continue to go down in October with the implementation of the year-low fuel surcharge, a welcome development that is seen to further boost travel during the holiday season. In a recent advisory, the Civil Aeronautics Board announced that the fuel surcharge was downgraded to Level 4 for October from the current Level 5. Under Level 4, passengers will pay fuel surcharge of up to 342 pesos for domestic flights and up to 2,800 pesos for flights abroad. These are lower compared to Level 5 rates with up to 500 pesos of fuel surcharges for domestic flights and up to 3,700 for international flights. The fuel surcharge rate for October is the lowest since August of last year. Prior to this, the fuel surcharge level was switching between Levels 5 and 6 only this year. Fuel surcharges are additional fees by airlines to help them recover fuel costs. These are separate from the base fare, which is the actual amount paid by the passenger for their seat.